Technology has made us weak. Have you ever noticed whenever technology is spoken of, it's normally always cited as progress? But if it's making us move less, it's not progress when it comes to human development. Certainly some of the medical advances with technology are almost definitely progress. It saves lives. But when it comes to us being able to press a button and move less and less and less, it's not just our bodies that suffer, but our mind, which is one of the reasons we are the most fragile and most vulnerable any other time in history than what we are now. And even when we do use the body, we do it only with the accompaniment of apps and gadgets to accompany us along the way. So we're constantly looking at these, constantly looking at the data, and constantly looking at external influences of how much we should exercise, what we should do. And this creates a disconnection from our own intuitive wisdom, where once we were in tune with our bodies and our minds to the degree that we knew what we needed to consume and when, we needed how to exercise and when to exercise and how much recovery we needed. We intuitively knew this, and we're losing that, and we have a reliance on gadgets and apps, even when we move now, even when walking. So what you depend on will eventually control you until you cannot function without it. See, the advice I give to my clients, my customers, is to ditch the apps, hopefully permanently, but at least do it for a while. The less you rely on these things, you won't just reawaken that intuitive wisdom, but you're more likely to stick to your training routine if you don't need an array of gadgets to tell you what to do. And you'll be able to stick to that training routine no matter where you are. Everything you need is within you. It just needs waking back up. So I remember many years ago, I went to a mixed martial arts coach. He was 57 years old at the time, and the man was an absolute force. And halfway through a 5-hour session, it was tough. He noticed people starting to struggle. And the outside of the gym was covered with these sports drinks. And he noticed this, and he noticed people struggling. And he said, look at all these reliances you brought with you, these sugary sports drinks you think you need. You've trained yourself to rely on things you don't need. The most important thing is, he said, now they control your capability and what you think is possible for yourself. And gadgets and apps are exactly the same. So leave them alone for a while and start to reawaken that intuitive wisdom that everybody has. It's within you. Maybe you won't go back to them. Maybe you'll just use them now and again. That's still a better option than using them all the time. It's the same with running. Don't always run with earphones in because you have to have loud, motivating music in order for you to be able to run. What if you can't get hold of it one day? Do you really want to rely on everything external so that you can move your body? Give them a rest, give them a break. You'll be surprised at what happens. You'll be surprised at what awakens within you by not relying on gadgets and apps every time you move.